Al-Fatiha. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين حمدا يوفي نعمه مزيدا يا رب لك الحمد كما ينبغي لجلال وعظيم سلطانك. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد. اللهم إنا نسألك سلامة في الدين وعافية في الجسد وزيادة في العلم وبركة في الرزق وتوبة قبل الموت ورحمة عند الموت ومغفرة بعد الموت. اللهم هون علينا في سكرة الموت والنجاة من النار وعند الثاب. اللهم إنا على ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim. You are the one who created the wonders of the moon and the sun, the skies and the seas, the earth that cycles, also the wonders and secrets in seven. You are the most merciful and gracious one. Bless us your forgiveness and love. Bless us, our family, our friends, our relatives, and all people around the world. Help and guide us so we can walk on your path. Treasure us with your radar so we will become blissful and successful people eternally. Ya Allah, amid this current pandemic, keep us away from COVID-19. We seek refuge in you from this evil disease. Bless us all with peace, health, and happiness. With that, bless our program today, so our gathered effort will gain your rahmah to the moment it starts to its last second. Please put nothing in this program but all goodness and blessings. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار. آمين يا رب العالمين. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Amar, for the beautiful prayers. May our event blessed and run accordingly. Ladies and gentlemen, for your information, this Magnificent 7 Communication Series program is a collaboration between PLUS and UNISA to bring value and experience by the communication industry's practitioners as well as specialists to help provide the advantages to the students when venturing into the working world of PR. It is a great honor for IPRMSA UNISA to embark a journey together as PLUS is Malaysia's largest highway network, which spans across 1,130 kilometers long and also covers the East Coast with 184 kilometers long highway known as the LPT2, which is the Lebuh Raya Pantai Timur Kedua. With this collaboration, it is hoped that this program is able to give exposures to students about the importance of communications field in an organization and the skills needed. We also want to enlighten the students about the careers in communications through the online seminars that will be shared by the experts. Now, we're going to show you a montage video of IPRMSA UNISA chapter. Please enjoy. Allow me to spend some time to introduce our respective speaker for today's session, Mrs. Khushbu. Mrs. Khushbu is the CEO and the founder of Beyond 99. Beyond 99 is a global digital growth agency. She also received her higher education at the Calcutta University and the Lincoln Institute of Management. Furthermore, she is also an ambassador for Global Goodwill and We for She. Apart from that, she is one of the most important members in the National Association of Women Entrepreneurs in Malaysia, NAWM, and Malaysia World Chamber of Commerce, which is MWCC. As she is one of the experts in the communication field, she has received a variety of awards such as 100 Most Influential Youth Marketing Leader and Women Business Leaders in Malaysia. Last but not least, she was also a speaker of TEDx in 2018. Without further ado, I would like to invite Mrs. Khushbu for her sharing regarding of our topic today, which is powering your LinkedIn for brand success. Please welcome.
Hey, thank you so much for that wonderful welcome and that warm introduction. Before that, of course, I have to say the prayer was beautiful, and at the same time, you guys have started the program with a lot of energy and enthusiasm. Indeed, thank you so much for having me. I should say your name as Nadzava?
You can pronounce it as Najwa.
Najwa. Okay, thank you so much, Najwa, and as well as Amar, who recited the prayer. That was beautiful. Thank you so much, guys. And now let's get started. I know we have been talking about and waiting to discuss about what exactly is LinkedIn, if you don't know about it, and how we can get brand success. But at the same time, let's just know a little bit about you. And of course, there has been a humble introduction about me, but you don't know about me as well. And I know our session is starting from now for about an hour plus. So we are going to have a lot more engaging as a session. Okay. So this is not going to be a super one directional session. Let me be very clear. So if you're part of this, let's play together and at the same time be super active on the chats, because there's so many amazing things that's going to happen. Actually, can we stop share the screen? Possible?
Yeah, sure. Our
Okay.
side will just stop presenting to give you room.
Okay, awesome. Once you stop, then I'll be also be able to present some of my slides. Okay, guys. So as the stop presenting is happening out here, I would love to know something from you. So it's early in the morning, Friday, and that too Friday, guys. And now that if you are in Kuala Lumpur and Selangor, you would understand my feeling. I mean, the dine-in is possible. I can literally go out and eat. That's a big thing, because after such a long MCO 2.0, it is indeed a very different feeling to be able to go out and have some food. Now, I want to know something from you. We woke up in the morning. We always have some thoughts. Some are anxious, some doesn't make us feel good about ourselves, some where we are worried about things, and some are happy thoughts, which gives us a lot of energy, enthusiasm, and lots of passion to actually rock the entire day. Now, in this session, where we are in this closed group of amazing 27 people, why not we just be super honest and candid and tell me that one thing in the chat that you woke up with the thought in the morning, whether it is good or bad, doesn't matter. But that one thing, and if it is the awesomest thought, go ahead. If it is not that great as well, no worries. Even if you were thinking, oh man, I have to attend a session at 10 o'clock. I am so drowsy. I want to sleep. That's also okay. You know, that's a natural feeling to have. So even if you're feeling that, go ahead. And guys, a quick one. Do you want to switch on your cameras? Because then we can, actually you can see me, but I can also see you guys. Even if you're not looking super awesome, it's okay. We at the end of the day know each one of us are back at home, all relaxed in our pajamas and night dresses. So it's completely cool. But if you would like to open up your cameras, I would love to give the face to amazing names who are here already with us. So I can see this one person who have come in and said that manifesting some willpower to finish my research this morning. Wow, that's awesome. Now, we have so many of you who are still thinking, what is it? Or are still hesitant to come forward. Okay, Ada says, I want to learn about LinkedIn. Okay, that was a smart put. Very nice, Ada. I love it. Or I should say Sabri. I don't know. I mean, please forgive me with the name side of it. Indeed. Guys, keep on sharing it because, when we write about one thing. So let me share my one thing. I woke up with one very important thing, that is, who am I going to meet today in this session? I'm always excited to know that who are the people I'm meeting and what do they do, what are their dreams. So let me get my curiosity satisfied, and I would love to know about each one of you. So very quickly, in the chat, very, very quickly, guys, tell me one dream, one aspiration that you have. Now, you are so young and you have so many things up in your life and you want to achieve so much. What's that one dream that you have? It could be as simple as going around the world. It could be as simple as just aspiring to be an entrepreneur, getting a job in one of the companies like maybe Google. So what is that? Okay, I can see so cold to bath. Oh my God. That one was my favorite. Trust me on that. Because, when there are cold mornings, you indeed don't want to get out of your bed. And that's your favorite place to be. But if it is your favorite place, it's okay. But then we have to find the next motivation in life to actually come out and then success the cold bath. Okay, so let's look at the more comments that's coming in. A world where no one is hungry. Oh, wow. That's beautiful, Amar. That's really, really beautiful. I want to start my own business. I like that, guys. Bring it on. Where are others? Now, this is not happening, guys. I have to see you guys commenting, and you can't hide behind and sleep. So I'm that bad teacher that doesn't allow you to sleep. Oh, yay. I can see Nazri on video. Awesome. That's lovely. That's lovely. I love it. And I want to be an ambassador of Malaysia working for the embassy. Wow, Nazri, that's awesome. Superb. And then we have Anwar says, I want to be one people look up to for a role model. Not bad. All of us want to be someone who is loved at the end of the day, who is actually respected at the end of the day. Your parents feel proud about, yeah, okay, that's my kid. And that's some of the beautiful aspirations that each one of us has at some point of time in our life. And you might be wondering, why is Kush talking about these things and not LinkedIn? Because these are the things that makes us human at the end of the day. LinkedIn is just a platform, nothing else. We have Anwar as well with us in the video. Awesome. I like it, guys. And when you guys actually do your hairs and all, I like it even more because it's like taking care of yourself, and you must do that. Love yourself the most. Trust me on that. I learned along the way. I was not as good at it. And I can see Sabri saying, I want to be accepted by future internship companies. You will, don't worry. Just make sure that you keep hustling with a lot of passion and a lot of purpose in your mind. Now, guys, I know some of you are still shy to write it and are feeling that, oh my God, what if my friends will judge me too? Because you guys are in a group where you may know each other, may not know each other. And there's a huge lot of hesitation that we have between our peers that I want to become a painter, let's just say, but is it a skill that my friends will appreciate or look up to? Can I actually come out? Let me tell you, everybody is human and everybody has these fears where they are getting judged or where people are looking at them and they're like, oh my God, but it's okay. You don't have to pay attention to those people because they are not the ones who are going to help you climb up the ladder in your life. Just remember that. And if you're able to overcome that fear of judgment within your heart today at this stage in your life, because you're so young, it will be a lot more easy when you're sitting in a corporate environment and your clients and you're to be collaborators, partners, or let's just say the audience, because there are people who want to build a personal brand. Like you want to be Instagram influencers, TikTokers, or let's just say YouTubers, or maybe down the line LinkedIn influencers as well. So there'll be people who will be looking up to you, and everything that you say can be passed through a thin line of judgment, right? But it's about, at the end of the day, being respectful about everything that comes your way. Get it towards you, but do not digest it. Do not digest it, because these things are not going to help you rise up the ladder. Let people judge. It's okay. It's their job, which they never get paid for. So never mind. They're wasting their time. You focus on something where your time is the most important thing. So let's jump into LinkedIn as a platform which can help you in making these dreams come true in some or the other manner. So I also like what we have. One more thing that's coming up is I would like to buy everything with my own money. Independence. That is called financial independence. And you would like to have that. Have less dependency on your parents. Beautiful. I got financially independent at the age of 18 or 18 and a half or something. Did my college education, my university, my masters, even I traveled from India to Malaysia, settled here, expanded, established my business, grown from scratch, bootstrapped it, all of it. Ever since that age, I'm financially independent. If I can do it, you can do it as well. That's what I want to put across. I don't want to say, I'm not trying to brag and tell you, oh, wow. No, that's not the fact. I'm just trying to say, if I, not being from this country, could do it from a different land, you guys can do it for sure. There's no magic. It's just here. So now, as we start into LinkedIn, tell me honestly, how many of you have a LinkedIn account and doesn't have a LinkedIn account? A yes and a no in the chat. Yes, right, guys, I can speak Hindi. I come from the northern India, so I can speak Hindi and all the language which Shah Rukh Khan or let's just say Kajol uses it. So, okay, so I can say yes, no, yes, but don't know how to operate it. That's okay. I'm here for that. Added you in as well. Oh, awesome, Johan. And how about others, guys? Now you can't keep sleeping. Come forward and tell me whether you are on LinkedIn or not. Because if you aren't, it's all right. Because today you're going to come on LinkedIn. So it's okay. And if you are there already, you're going to skyrocket your journey. It's okay. Yeah, I can see few of them are not there and few of them are. That means you have taken your first step to explore a network which never existed. Right? Because we don't know what we don't know. So today, if you are attending this session, is because you want to know, right? I rarely share a post at LinkedIn. Let me tell you, rarely is a very good word. Okay, so let me give you a stats, boring stuff, but let me give you. 760 million people are there on LinkedIn, and less than 1% people on LinkedIn are content curators. So let me tell you, if you said, Nabila, that you rarely share posts on LinkedIn, then you are already in that 1% if you have shared content on LinkedIn. Imagine, in 760 million people. So the potential of growth on LinkedIn is that high. If you are on TikTok, you are on Instagram, you're on Facebook, that's absolutely all right, or Snapchat, it's absolutely cool. But there, 80% of the audiences are content curators. So you can imagine the level of noise that comes in. At the same time, because today you are students, you are learning. When you come on these platforms where you will find people like Gary Vaynerchuk or people like Simon Sinek, Mark Cuban. These are ones that I follow, so I'm taking their name. But let's just say if you follow Tony Robbins or all of these guys, even our finance minister, Singapore's prime minister, all of these people are there on this platform where you can pick up where they are going and follow their footsteps to get to a point where you want to be in your own life. Because one of the most important thing in life is to be guided and to be consulted by the people you believe in, you connect with, and not with anybody. Because we won't listen to anybody. Why? Why would I take advice from anybody, right? We would connect with people who connect with us. So if you don't have to reinvent the wheel, if you get the people you want to remember one thing, you want to be them doesn't mean you'll forget yourself. Never lose your single identity because you're unique, and remember your authenticity, because for building brand, that is the most important thing. If it's your hairstyle which makes you unique, if it's your talking dialect, it makes you unique, if it's your smile that makes you unique, or even if it's your brain that makes you unique, always have that in your mind, because that is what people will remember about you and nothing else. And whenever you're getting into the journey of brand building, that is the first and the foremost step. Also, there is something very important that I have to mention. When you are deciding yourself to get into the social media world, you have to make your grit, your inner core, very strong. Today, I grew my LinkedIn connections from 400. 2 years ago, it was just about 2.5 years ago, it was just 400. And today, it is more than 25,000. Was everything smooth? Was everything straight up? No, guys. It was never straight up the ladder like this. It was always like a roller coaster ride, which gives us a lot of excitement to scream, and as well as a lot of fear on the inside to cry out loud. So you must have that grit to be able to go all out and face those turbulences in your life, which will happen and which will also go. I'm sure your parents would have already told you, or it would not be something new to you. Every day has a night, and every night will be followed by a day. And this circle won't stop. So indeed, if you're getting into the journey of building a brand, a voice for yourself, where people can look up to you, where people can respect you, where people can say, hey man, I learned something from you. That will only happen if you focus on remembering your identity, your authenticity, do not fear judgment, and go all out consistently. No magic happens overnight, guys. I said 2.5 years took me to 50x my audience, get 1.5 million views organically on the platform with not a single penny spent on advertising. And I had to wait patiently to get to this point where I can sit with you guys and share about my story. Right? And I know at some point of time, you want to take your story to the world where the next generation is coming forward. So if LinkedIn is a path that you would like to choose to be on, then tell me one. You want me to go through PowerPoint slides, or you want me to go live on LinkedIn as a platform and show you some tricks, show you some hacks, and show you how can you start building a network for yourself, which can future be your investors, your clients, companies, recruiters, or even to say your co-founders. Because I know there's some entrepreneurs as well sitting here. So indeed, you would want to go live, or you would want to go on the PowerPoint. So I need 10 votes, guys. At least I need 10 votes to make a judgment, because I can't make a judgment on one vote. Live on LinkedIn is coming in, and I would love to hear from how about others. What do you think? You want to go live, or you want to go on the PowerPoint? I've got 3 votes, guys. I'm going to wait for more votes to come in before I go further. Where are others? Live on LinkedIn or on the PowerPoint? Live on LinkedIn or on the PowerPoint? Okay. I'm seeing it that the slowly people are writing in. I know typing takes time. Bring it on, guys, live or PowerPoint. Okay, tell me one thing. For everybody who was here and has paid attention to it, did it make sense to you when I said that you must not forget your authenticity, and at the same time, do not fear judgments? Give me a boom in the chat session that if that made sense to you, because it's your authenticity stand out among everybody in the crowd. Everybody in the crowd. I'm getting live. So I'm going to go with live here. And indeed, let me open my LinkedIn account. So now, for the ones who are there on LinkedIn, but maybe have forgotten your password, maybe the app also doesn't exist on your phone, maybe you created a year back and today you're just thinking, now that Khushbu is asking me, I should say yes because I was there, but I don't quite remember what I did on the platform months back. So all of this happens and it's fair to happen. But before that, as I jump into LinkedIn, let me tell you guys, for me, if you want to search me on LinkedIn, then definitely use my full name. But if you want to remember my name, or if you want to call me, then have you heard of the movie Kuch Kuch Hota Hai by Shah Rukh Khan? I'm not too sure if you've heard it or not, but if you have, then my name is very familiar to that. Just call me Khush. Just call me Khush. That will make it. Oh, watched it yesterday. Wow, Johan, that's awesome. So just call me just call me Khush, and indeed you would not forget the name and the pronunciation. It will help you remember it for the longest period of time. So with this, guys, let's go and tune in live on LinkedIn. Okay, so let me know when my screen, you can see my screen. Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, I can see you.
Okay, super. Now this is something I really, okay, because I can't see you and I can't read your chat when it happens about LinkedIn. So guys, if you're writing on the chat or anything, I won't be able to see it. So do make sure that you unmute yourself and say anything that you have to say, okay? So now, this is how LinkedIn looks like. And I'm going to click on my face and then go to my own profile. And this is where you see your own profile listed here up on LinkedIn. Indeed, wait a second, guys. I've got a solution of how I can actually see you guys and at the same time, just hold up. I'm going to stop sharing. Okay, now you gotta tell me whether you can see my LinkedIn screen or not. Can you guys see my LinkedIn screen? Okay, super.
I can see it. Yeah.
Okay, super. So now I can see you and as well as I can see the LinkedIn screen. So that's the magic. Now, guys, this is my profile. Okay. And I'm going to tell you some of the most important things about LinkedIn profile, which you want to take a pen and a paper and take notes. Go ahead, take it, because if the session is getting recorded, you want to rewatch it, then it's absolutely perfect. So there are 3 most important things about LinkedIn profile, especially when you're getting in the space of brand building. Okay. Now, okay, tell me, someone wants to volunteer for this and is already there on LinkedIn. If they want to volunteer and if they're already on LinkedIn, I will use their example. If yes, then put your entire LinkedIn name in the chat. Put your entire LinkedIn name in the chat. By the time you're thinking, let me share an incident. Okay, so let's just say, for example, okay, I'm just going to go with an example here, that let's say that Nazri here is organizing his birthday party. Okay, if Nazri is organizing his birthday party in a very, very good high-class cafe, and where he's inviting all of you to come in to the birthday party, do you think you will actually go to the birthday party in your home outfits, in your pajamas or in your night suit? Do you think you will do that? Or you would actually look the best, wear the best of the best outfits to create the best impression, not only on the Nazri, but all the other friends who are coming to the birthday party? You don't know who you meet. Maybe the person, the love of your life also. You don't know who you will meet on the birthday party. So tell me, guys, would you dress up well and go, or would you wear your pajamas and go to Nazri's birthday party? Tell me in the chat, guys. Tell me in the chat. I would love to see you guys active. Dress my best is, I like the way you have written is dress my best. That's nice. I'm guessing here, I'm really, okay, dress well. Now some of you are coming, okay, dress up. Now, if that's the case, isn't the scenario going to be very similar online as well? Let's just say today, you submitted your resume to a company to get hired. And that company is going to do a research for you online. We are a company. We search people not only on internet, but on every single social media platform to see how their presence are. What kind of voice do they have? And we love that, because every youth must have a voice, and they do have it. And when they put ourselves out there, we as an organization or company owners feel like, okay, this is the voice that we would like to associate with our company, so let's hire them. So let's just say, for example, if the companies are wanting to hire me, okay, I'm just going to use this as an example for a moment. They're going to write my name on Google. And if company wants to hire Anwar, then they're going to write Anwar's name and see the first link that comes up. The first link that pops up is LinkedIn. The LinkedIn optimization for your listing of profile is the strongest across all social media platforms. It's followed by my company website, and then my Instagram account comes up. Facebook doesn't even exist. These are all my YouTube videos. If you want to hear my TEDx talk, guys, here it is. The undeniable power of the business storytelling. If you would ever want to hear it, go check it out. And then there is other brands and businesses. Even my own website comes later, because LinkedIn has the most powerful listing. Now, of course, because Anwar, let's just say I'm writing his name. If he's there on LinkedIn active, I'm not sure if that's the Anwar it is or not. But if you see, the Instagram account comes up and the LinkedIn account comes up. I'm just clicking on it to see whether it is Bachelor's of English Language with Communication Honors. Oh, yes, it's you, right? Awesome. So that's what happens. If you are on LinkedIn, you give yourself one more free listing for your name on Google, which is the largest search engine platform. And that free listing which you give to yourself is also very highly credible. Don't forget, guys, in future, you're going to associate yourself with corporates. You're going to associate with yourself with large banks, hospitals, or organizations, Googles and the Facebooks of the world, or the Amazons, or let's just say you'll be working with all these startups, right? And these startups are going to check you out on Instagram and Facebook, but they would be surprised to see you active on LinkedIn. Why? Because not many students are there on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is still not a platform which has been potentially used at its highest level with the students. So today, if you are there, you actually earn brownie points for yourself when your recruiters, your leaders, or anybody who is searching for your name sees, oh man, he's on LinkedIn, not bad. That's the beauty of being on this platform, and that's where you win the battle from all the noise on the internet across different platforms as well. Because today, in this noisy world, the job here, when you are trying to establish a brand, is to have a contrarian, which means having a standout positioning for yourself. Why do we remember Lady Gaga? Why do we remember Michael Jackson? Why do we remember Steve Jobs? They have their contrarian well established in our mind. Why Kardashians are winning the influencer battle than anybody else? You know, they have won our mind space. And people win mind space with visual aid the most, because we remember what we see more than what we read. You will notice that if you read a book or you watch a movie, you will remember the movie for a longer period of time than you will be reading the book in most of the cases. So let me be honest, I mean, I will remember the three people on the video lot more than anybody else. Now, if I see them anywhere, I'll be like, oh yeah, I've seen you somewhere. If I don't remember, I will at least remember I've seen you somewhere. And that's the advantage, because they three are standing out and they will always be someone I will have a visual aid to rather than some pictures of others. And that's how you need to make sure that you stand out. So let's just say, for example, Anwar has a cover photo, and that is itself a very good thing. More than 90% of the people doesn't have a cover photo on LinkedIn. So let's go back to my profile and I'm going to show you certain things. Let's just say, for example, okay, going back. Now, as soon as I open my profile, I see you guys are not very active on chat, but if you love it, please respond a little bit on the chat, because this will help others as well, your teammates as well, to feel that they can come out and they can also express. So in a small way, you are motivating your friends if you are being active as well. So if I click on my profile and my profile opens up, you got to tell me one thing that you see the first on my profile. One thing. Okay, guys? Done? Let's do it. I'm going to click on my profile. What's the first thing that you notice on my profile? And guys, let me know. I didn't notice this. So let me tell you. Actually, I wrote the wrong spelling of my name. My name spelling is wrong, and still LinkedIn is detecting it as the #1 by Google. I actually ended up typing a wrong spelling, but still it's getting detected. So let's hit up a 1, a 2. The first thing that you notice on my profile. Here it is, guys. The red dress. Cool. Go ahead. Your bio, your full name.
Yeah, I can see the bio and the profile picture. It's so stunning.
Okay, the profile picture, the cover photo.
Yeah.
TEDx speaker caught my attention. Awesome. LinkedIn top 100. I love it, guys, that you are getting active and you are writing more in the chat and you're engaging. This is what helps you to come out and be more expressive in life, because unless you voice your opinion, will someone else talk on your behalf? If you are not talking for yourself, just think about it. Yes, one person would, your mom. But how long do you want your mom to speak for you? So you have to voice your opinions. I like your hair. Okay. Thank you so much. So if you notice, today we are in a group of about 40 of them. Let's just say 20-30% of them answered, right? And indeed, most of you said 3 things combined: profile picture, cover photo, and the headline. 3 things. So as I said, right, guys, let's go back in the conversation. I said 3 things which is very important for your brand. And if you want to the best hijab, the best suit, the best trousers for, remember, the birthday party, virtually, when people are looking for you and networking with you, this is how you dress up yourself. This is your outfit, which gets you visibility even when you're sleeping. So if it's in pajamas, then you know what to do. And if you're already looking great, then let me congratulate you. So 3 things which is very important for you to establish a strong brand on LinkedIn. Your cover photo, your profile picture, and your headline. And today I'm going to tell you how can you do it. See, there's a never-ending learning that I have for LinkedIn for you guys. Either I can go on and share all the hacks, but there'll be no point because everything will be super overwhelming. Let's take baby steps because I have come across something very amazing. You know, there's a ladder, right? There's always a ladder. Just the other day, I was surfing and I came across 2 people trying to climb the ladder. Okay. The first ladder had steps just one after another, one after another, one after another, one after another. And the other ladder had steps with this much distance. You know what, something? With the bigger the distance, the guy was just standing down and he couldn't climb even one ladder. But with small step, he could actually reach to the top of it. So the more the easy the life is, you defragment it, you aim for small successes in life, you will be able to achieve bigger goals. Break your goals. You want to become rich, then it shouldn't be about the journey of becoming rich. The first thing is about that is to get up in the morning and study for 1 hour about the story of other rich entrepreneurs. Are you doing that? That's your little step. Just thinking here, I want to be rich, you cannot be rich. So 3 things. How do you create a profile picture which can get you maximum visibility? Now guys, a data point, because I'm a marketing entrepreneur. So datas are my oil. You can get 9 times more connection requests on LinkedIn and 21 times more profile views if your profile picture is one which can attract eyeballs. 9 times more connection requests and 21 times more profile views. You might be thinking, but how, Kush? How come? Prove me. I don't believe you. Let's do it. Let's just say, for example, you are looking for founders in Malaysia. Okay. No, I'm not going to type Malaysia. Let's just say, because you will find familiar names. Let me actually type Indonesia. Okay. I'm going to write that. And then what you got to do is, when the list opens up, you need to tell me in the chat from the top 5 people who comes in the list, who would you click? Okay. Hold up, not this page. Let me just change the filter to only people because this will help you. So now the filter is only people. Let's just choose one location, which is US, and then we'll do it. So 5 names on the top. Who would you click on? Whose profile would you? Laura, Tate, Sahel, Stan, Mark. Whose profile would you click on? Quickly, guys, in the chat, whose profile would you click on? If you are looking for founder in United States to get hired in that company, whose profile? Laura, Mark. Laura?
I will pick Tate Chok.
Tate Chok. Okay. So that we can see Laura, Mark, Laura, Mark, Mark. I'm gonna go with Mark, Tate. So guys, if you notice, out of the 5 names, 1 or 2 names get the maximum vote, not the first name. Tate did not get the highest vote. Sahil did not get the highest vote. You see, the 3rd name and the 4th name is getting the highest vote. Do you think Laura's profile picture caught your attention more than ever? Do you think it was the profile picture which played a little role in deciding whose profile would you click? Go back and think. Was profile picture helping you make the decision on whose profile should you click? Because everybody is a founder. Everybody who is listed there is based in United States. So they follow your criteria. But why did you choose Laura or Mark? It's the profile picture which plays a very important role to stand out and help in that decision making. So when people are looking for, let's just say, students, or let's just say PR communication enthusiast or PR experts to be, then is your name popping up or not? And if your name is popping up, is your name visibility winning the eyeballs or not? That's a battle that you want to win. 5 people is what I showed you. The battle is among the 10. First to come in that listing, and second is to get that click for your profile and not for anybody else. So that you do it through your profile picture. Now, how can you have a neat and a clean profile picture? Because 90% of the profile, 99% of the profile picture on LinkedIn has some background. They are with their dogs also, with their cat. Even sometimes they're with their kids. Even they have their full posture. So your profile picture should be your ugly. You must have an eye contact with every single person who is coming to your profile. When you come to my profile, you can look into my profile pictures. You can look into my eyes. You must be able to feel the communication. And that happens when you look right. You smile a little because that makes you approachable, that makes you human, that makes you feel like it's not a passport photo. And you don't want to zoom in your face too much, neither you want to zoom out a lot and let your lower part of the body also visible. No. The focus should be your face because you build bonds with how you look first. And use this space for that. Now, this profile picture, you can rock it by some tools. What are those tools? I'm going to show some tools to you. Now, okay, I was searching for founders. Let's try the... You guys volunteered, right? Do you want me to do it with your profile picture? 1 second. Anwar, do you want me to do it with your profile picture, the magic?
Sure.
Okay,
sure.
So let's use Anwar's profile picture. And this is how Anwar's profile picture is looking at this moment. So I'm going to save it. It's not a bad picture, but let's see how we can win that battle, the battle of eyeballs and getting the click. So here's an app. Now, some of you would be amazing designers. And if you are, then you don't need this, but it will help you save time. Remove.bg, a platform which helps you to very quickly just go and edit the images. So this is Anwar's photograph. And this tool, remove the background from Anwar's behind. Remember, Anwar's photograph had cushions, red, yellow color cushions, and then green color things. And this is how most of the people's background are. It's not about Anwar. Really, people use that background, and there's nothing wrong with it. But when you are in this noisy world, you want to have people to see you and not what's behind you, because that's not any value at the end of the day. So here is Anwar, and let's just say, for example, if I want to go with the edit, because of course I wouldn't want this background, right? I mean, this is no background. Of course, for all the fun, you can be in California and everywhere in the world, and that is something that you can play around and buff your friends with. But on LinkedIn, let's go with a little simpler background. Let's go with something where people will see you more than anything else. So this looks a bit fake. That's why I'm not suggesting it. And what I'm going to do, Anwar, with your profile picture is I'm going to just take the top part. You are sitting, right? So the posture is looking a bit, you would want the table to be there to look right as a posture. But for the LinkedIn profile, I'm going to chop off only the top part of your face here. So now it could be something like this, because then my attention is just on you and nothing else. Also, if you like solid colors, let's just say yellow. If I put this, trust me guys, I only see Anwar. I don't see anything in the background because the contrast is so strong that it comes out so well. If you even put white, you will get a lot of attention and the eyeballs will come to you. So this is how you win attention of people. If you like green, what's the color you connect with? Go ahead, but remember, have a contrast with your outfit. Because Anwar is wearing black, I'm using a brighter color. I will not use a color which is like dull and all, because then Anwar won't stand out. Just imagine this is one dull color and now I'm going to change it to yellow. Do you think you see Anwar more clearly with that color? So you have to be very careful when you choose these colors as well. And then, of course, you can download it. But what I'm going to do is I'm not downloading it. I'm just taking a screenshot here. Why? Because I would like to show you guys something. Of course, I'm downloading it for saving purposes. But let's just, if we go back, now this is what Anwar's profile picture was. And let me open up another one. Guys, can you see the yellow one or you cannot? You see the LinkedIn screen. What do you guys see? The LinkedIn screen, right?
Yeah, you can see the LinkedIn screen right now.
Let me, I will. So guys, remember this profile picture, right?
Yeah.
And let me show you another one. In this, you see everything behind. Your eyes goes to the yellow cushion, to the right, the red cushions. And when you have that, because that picture is way too small, so don't worry because the pixelation is bad. I mean, the quality of the picture is bad because I took a screenshot. But the one which I downloaded, if I open that one, you will be able to see and you'll be able to feel the difference, that how much eyeballs can come in when you just change your profile picture. So guys, do not need to work hard. Just take a nice picture of yourself, go to remove.bg and take a color which you connect with, you resonate with, and upload a profile picture there. Got you? Tell me if you love that change and tell me if that made sense to you guys. Give me, okay, in the scale of 1 to 10, how much did you love it? 10 being the most and 1 being the least. How much did you love the first hack that I shared, which is rocking your profile picture and getting them to click on your profile than anybody else? Yeah, I love a lot more zeros. So I am a fan of more zeros and I love that 10,000. Thank you so much. I will change it now, definitely. Indeed, not now. Hold up, let the talk finish and then go and change it for sure. But yes, of course, I'm happy that you will go and change it because that will help you stand out among your friends, your fellows, and among your competitors as well. So awesome. I'm loving the 10 and the thousands that is coming my way and the hundreds. That's awesome, guys. Keep it going. And this is the first hack. Let's go with the other hats now. Now, does anybody else want to volunteer here? Because I know Anwar has volunteered and he has won the eyeballs already. Is anybody else who would like to volunteer as well? Because I can do the next hack on the next volunteer for the day. If not, then I will go back and do it on anybody's profile.
I can see Nur Alfa binti Johan wants to be a volunteer.
Right, I saw it. So let's look for Nora. Okay, is this Nora that we are looking for? I think so. Nora, just give me a thumbs up or something. Okay, super. Nora, your profile picture is very nice. You're smiling so nice. I just want to appreciate your profile picture. Just do one small change. Let people see your eyes without clicking on it. And that is possible by zooming it a little. Because there is no need of your hands, right? Why not you zoom it a little, bring your upper body only, so then I would be able to look into your eyes in that listing. Remember the listing of 10 people? When there you see someone's face more evidently, you tend to click on those profiles, even more than the profiles where the body is zoomed out. So that's my quick feedback for you personally, and indeed for everyone to implement it for their profile, but great profile picture, of course. Now, the next hack is, don't you think there's one thing that Noor needs is, when I come on her profile, I see her profile picture definitely, but I see this blank space. Now, this blank space is getting wasted. I say it a real estate available for you at free of cost, where you don't have to pay any room rent. But still, space. So this room, which is available for you, of cost, let's see how we can rock that. So I can see Noor is the JPA scholar. Okay. Now, what you got is, maybe you have heard of this tool, maybe you have not. Have you guys been on Canva? It's yes. So if you are already on Canva, you're going to win the battle anyways. Now what you got to do is, you got to go up in Canva. Of course, register your account, go for the freemium model. You don't need a premium account for what I'm going to do, guys. And let me know if my audio is getting a bit laggy, because I just felt the video was lagging behind. But let me know if it does. What you got to do is go to Canva and then type LinkedIn banner. Magic! There are so many templates ready, free of use, that you don't need to think too much. And one learning that I want to tell you from my own life. Today, if being a millennial, I am where I am, is because of one small thing. I don't aim at making things super perfect in the first go. Because then what we do is, we procrastinate it. We delay. Okay, let me wait a little and I'll make it a little more perfect and then I will do it. Oh no, I got another idea. Let me implement that and then I will do it. You know, there's something called beta launch. Why do businesses, startups have beta launch? Because unless you launch something, you will not be able to get feedback from people. And you will only be in your own circle, in your own purview of thoughts, and that will restrict you from growing from the feedbacks of the mentor, coaches, colleagues, friends, family, and extended people. So go all out. Don't let perfection delay your success. Start somewhere, implement it, and then progressively make changes. You will notice that you get to where you want to be faster and you learn more along the lines. Because when you are in your mind trying to improve, you only learn within your brain and not from anybody else around. You know, when you click a good selfie and you post it on Instagram, don't you think when you get all those comments that validates that my selfie is actually much better than even I thought when it gets viral? That is what the feedback does, you know. And do not hesitate to put yourself out there, even when it comes to professional world. You are students. If you make one or two mistakes, nobody is going to kill you or judge you for that. It's okay, you're learning. I am, and so are my seniors. So now, when you're there on LinkedIn, let's create a LinkedIn banner for Noor. Shall we? Noor, it's time to create a LinkedIn banner for yourself, and let's do it. So one of the LinkedIn banners that I like it when you are in the space of building a personal brand, one of them, which I really feel is great, is in which you have your own picture. You know, something like this, where you have your own photograph. Now, because I don't have Noor's too many photographs, I just have one. Okay, guys, let me know. You can see this one. Yeah, okay. Okay, the tab gets changed. 1 second. I think you guys won't be able to see it otherwise. Let me. One second. Okay, I'm going to try and present again here. Yeah. Okay, so you can see Noor's profile.
Yes.
Awesome. Can you see Canva now?
Yes, we
Yes.
can.
Awesome. So now I'm going to drag, that is Anwar, of course, and I'm going to take Noor's profile, click on this, save this profile picture because I really love it, and we're working on Noor's. So in the space of personal branding, I would love to have the picture of the person in the cover photo. The JPA Scholar of English, Linguistic and Communications, Deputy Prime Minister at the Faculty of London. Okay, and what else? Guys, you don't have your description. You must have your about. So let's come to that later. But okay, so JPA Scholar for English and Communications is the text that I'm going to take. So now I'm going to drag and upload it here. This is the upload button. I dragged her profile. And I'm going to take this and drag it and bring it here. How does that look? Isn't she looking more powerful and more presentable and like, okay, like, you know, you can connect with her. You can really feel like, okay. And then if I just increase the size a little bit more, which I wanted for the profile picture, this is what I'm suggesting for the profile picture, but not for the cover photo. For the cover photo, it's good to not be super zoomed in and indeed have a little bit of body language out there as well. So I'm just going to have the body language reflected in this picture. And then I just feel that the color blue might just connect with her with a mix of a little bit of orange here. And then I read about her. So she's a JPA Scholar for English and Linguistic Communication. That's a text. And now if she wants to mention how should people connect with her or something that she majors at or something about her personality, she can add it here. At the same time, like as a student, you're open to build connections. You're open to build networks. So what you got to do here is you can actually, let's connect. You can do that. Now, and increase the font size here. Let's connect. And you can put your email ID. Now, of course, Noor, I don't know your email ID, but I'm just going to put a random one here. You can put your email ID. You can add in your any other handle of any other platform. So this is your call to action, which should be in the cover photo. How can people connect with you? How can people bond with you? And try to put in your best foot forward through your cover photo. your best foot forward, which I mean by saying is indeed something that you want to get hired for, something that you want to connect bond on. That is what should be here. So I'm guessing that she wants her communication side to be highlighted the most, and that is the reason why she's picking this. But it's of course her call. And then we take this over here. There's an easy download option by Canva itself. If you have used it, you would know. Here is the download button. Download the JPG or the PNG and edit your cover photo. So just imagine if this is what was here. If this is what was here, how powerful can your cover photo get? And that's how you
So powerful.
exactly.
You get super powerful.
And she, because the profile picture was also so well articulated, it just makes her stand out. And this is where, when people come to your profile, so the first step is you win them to come to your profile. The second step is you get them to take action on your profile, which is either they connect with you or they go all out and they just build a bond with you. Like, I also love one more thing that you can do, which is hit the connect button. Okay. And then there are a lot of elements out here. Okay. And then you can search for elements like this arrow. Okay. So this arrow, and you can change the color of the arrow, because I wouldn't want the arrow color to be white because then it won't be visible. And I'm going to change the direction of the arrow. 1 second, let me. Wait, this arrow is not good enough. I think I need an arrow which is another kind. So 1 second. Why I'm using an arrow, let me show you. Over here is the connect button, where it is accept today, because Noor has sent me a connection request, so it is changed to accept. But generally, if someone comes to your profile, then they would see a connect button here. You can see accept button, guys.
Yes, we can see it.
So what I'm trying to do is I'm creating an arrow right here which says let's connect. So if I get the perfect arrow which I'm looking for, which is very close to this one, let's just say, okay. So now I'm going to go back and delete this one, take this, color it black, and then I'm going to change the direction, reduce the size, and put it right here. It just looks very interactive. And if you actually change the color of this to something very bright, then it will get a lot more eyeballs as well. People will notice it a lot more. Do you see they notice it? And then you can just say, let's connect, and make it bold, a little more bigger, your call to action. And then this is, just make sure that this arrow is placed well. So once you save it, upload it, and see whether it is coming correctly or not. Exactly where the connect button. So this is like you're indicating people that go and connect. You know, when on Instagram you come across post which is in the center, they have a heart and says, press my heart. And if they press it twice, then it's automatically a love that happens and you express. It's like that. It's exactly the same thing. It's a marketing activity which you do, and you direct people on actions. Got you? So this is how you can actually go all out and do it. Now, this is the cover photo for Noor, of course, and she can go further and make changes. So tell me, guys, this was your second hack for the day, and how was it? How can you get people to think, believe, and get an impression of you to be a powerful personality to rock the world? A very quick tip as well on this is, now let's just say Noor is associated with a brand as well. Now, Salt and Pepper is my company. That's a brand that's a brand that is my own company. But let's just say, one second. Okay. So you just click on that and the logo appears. You can also add in the logo here. Okay, one second. You can also add in the logo of your brand here. In that case, of course, I will reduce the noise and I might just get rid of the star because I don't want to make it super clumsy, right? So I might just get rid of the arrow and the star and just keep the logo. Because if you want to highlight a credibility signal, why I'm saying that is, tell me in the comment section, guys, one quick thing that matters when you go to someone's profile. Isn't it how they look, how they present themselves? Don't you decide based on how they look like? We do that in the parties, we do that on the internet as well. So second hack of the day. Now it's time for scaling, guys. 1 to 10. Give me the scaling, guys. How was this hack? Was it 10 and what is good? Was it good enough for 10 or 10,000 or 1? How was it? Tell me, guys, how was this hack where you get the eyeballs and the people to take action?
It was definitely 10, Mrs. Khushbu.
Awesome. And what I'm trying to do here is actually making sure that you can go back just after this session and make those changes on your profile. Because to build a brand, the first thing is these. Now comes the third thing.
Excuse me, miss.
Yeah.
So sorry for interrupting. I actually have a question. So I'm actually associated with a few brands, and earlier you mentioned how you only put in the things you want to be associated with. So in my header, should the question is should I put like all the brands I'm associated with, or should I just put like their logo to kind of give an image like, okay, I'm doing this for these organizations and such? Thank
So
you.
what I'm going to do to your question is hold up to that. First, I'm going to share the third hack, because after that, I'm going to open up for Q&A. I'm here. I know the time is up, but I'm here only for you guys for another 15-20 minutes to take care of your questions as well, because I know we started a bit late, which is not good. Don't do it for the future sessions at all. Be on time, guys. But it's okay. Let's focus and crack the third hack and go all out and rock the third hack, and then we'll come back to Johan's question. So guys, as we are going in the third segment, now when you're in the space of building a brand, there's one thing which is super important, which is there is a circle of brand building, okay? And you need to understand that circle. Let me actually present that circle to you. If you want, you can take screenshots, guys, no problem. One second. There are 3 things that is important. One is you identify your own skills. Wait, I'm not presenting it right now. I'll share it later, but I want to, because we are running short of time. 3 things. 1, identify your own inner passion. What makes you the happiest person? What is it that you really, really feel that this is what you want to do in life? The second thing is that associated with a niche, associated with a particular segment. And then third is identify who are the people who are ready to relate, resonate, and at the end of the day, even pay you for your niche. I love being an entrepreneur. I'm a business person. This is my example, guys, because I know myself. So first, I love being an entrepreneur. It is something that I'm super passionate about. Marketing is my core skill, and I'm amazing. That's my niche, and I rock at LinkedIn as a platform. That's a place where I can sleep talk, let's just say. And people also want to learn about how can they monetize on LinkedIn, build a brand that sells. Right? So we want to find that balance. Now, the next thing is your pitch, which is important, that you craft it, and that pitch is what you use it in your headline, because this headline should be a combination of keywords. Remember, when I was searching, I searched for founders. So that founder word was, because it was part of the headline, it appeared. So those 10 people appeared in the listing, right? Now, if you want to get appeared on that listing for a certain set of keyword, let's say PR consultant, PR enthusiast, or communication strategist, or communication intern, if you want to be searched for these keywords, you have to be including these keywords in your headline. So your headline, if it doesn't have these keywords, then you won't even appear in that listing of 10 people. So your goal here is to make sure that you even appear in that listing. So this headline is your pitch, which should be the combination of a few things. Take note, guys. Take a pen and paper and take note. Your headline should be combination of 2 to 3 keywords which are associated with your skills, your passions. You could even be a footballer and you can write that. It must have some trust signals, like you are a deputy president, right? Or you are a scholar, or you are an intern, or you are an awardee. It must have some credibility signals or trust signal. If you are failing to add that, not a problem. Eventually, when you get those trust signals in your life, add them. It's cool. No problem. It's not important that you have to have it even if you don't have it in your life, because don't lie, don't fake anything. Everything should be super honest, and it should come from the point of truth and not falsehood, because falsehood is not here to stay ever. Okay, so indeed use this, and then also make it a little fun as well. Sometimes it's good that you can add a fun angle, that I love meeting people. I'm a footballer, or a swimmer, or a vegetarian. I mean, these things make you lighter and more human as well when you add up in your headline. So your headline decides whether even people, when searching for someone who is like you, will appear on the listing or not. And that headline, that keywords which you are shortlisting for yourself, should also be in your description, guys. So I noticed that No doesn't have a description. I'm not sure Anwar has it or not. So guys, if you don't have a description, take some time off, write a short description about yourself, and then let that be a factor where people are able to know more about you. And be yourself. You don't have to, now with my profile, don't get overwhelmed. I have 12 years of work experience. And that's where it is coming from. So today, if you're a student and you're starting your life, nobody is going to judge you. You don't need to have a list of things. One thing or 0 thing is good. Highlight about yourself, who you are from inside. And if you have ever volunteered for activities, please mention that, because for companies, this plays a very important role. And you can do that here at the bottom. At the bottom, in your profile, you have an option which is volunteer experiences. Add that in your profile, because being a volunteer is of high value to any organization when you do something for them. Okay, so these were my top hacks, guys, where you can rock your LinkedIn profile. And indeed, of course, with this an hour or so, of course, I cannot share everything about LinkedIn, of how can you build your brand, how can you get a job, how can you go all out and indeed be able to have a successful and more impactful presence for yourself on LinkedIn. But there are so many friends of mine now, today they are friends who has been students and indeed people who have been rocking their journey on LinkedIn. So if at all you want to learn a lot more about LinkedIn, amazing things about LinkedIn, before I jump into Q&A, I would like to introduce you to something which I launched it, and I would love to just share it with you guys. And it's not a sales pitch, guys. I want to share it because if at all in future you want to pick up, or even today you want to pick up, then I want to just let you know there is a possibility where you can actually learn a lot more about LinkedIn. What I shared with you so far on LinkedIn is not even the tip of the iceberg, but it is important to get the basics right. So this is a program which more than 700 people have already taken it. And today it is at $151. It is at $151, but for everybody who is here live with me right now, I'm going to make it at only $21. Only $21. And what you need to do for that is, and I'm going to do it only for very simple reason, guys, because I'm motivated by students. They are my passion. Because when I was a student, there was no one for me to help me. The reason why I actually started in life at the age of 17, if you go back and read about me, is because I lost my father at the age of 16. And that was a different eye-opener in my life. He was my mentor and I didn't have him. And then there was no one to guide me. I learned my way up the ladder, and I'm here where I am is because of some friends, some close buddies, but of course, indeed with my own hustle. If at that point of time, about 10, 12 years ago, there were things like this, I would have surely jumped into it. So if at all in life, you feel like LinkedIn is a platform that you want to get known and introduced to, just write over WhatsApp. Do not go to the website because you will have to subscribe to $151 program. For students like yourself, I don't want you to pay so much at all. It is just going to be 85 ringgit. And indeed for that link, for that WhatsApp number, I'm going to push it out in the chat with the permission of our coordinator here. If the coordinator allows me, I'm going to do it. If not, and if she feels that this is not something for the students at this point of time, I'm very happy to withdraw it and go and jump into the Q&A, the most exciting section for me. And I'm going to share so many amazing things in the Q&A. So indeed, guys, this is Grow with Salt and Pepper. That's my business. The second venture, which was a COVID baby, let's just say that. It actually something came up because of the COVID times, because people were into learning. And I said, okay, I have done it for myself. Why not share it with other people as well? So, of course, with the permission of the coordinator, if she allows, I'm going to share the link. And if not, then guys, let's get into Q&A.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Hu, for the very insightful sharing just now. So, regarding to the program just now, I think it is a super interesting program. I think it's fine for you to share the WhatsApp number so that we can contact you for the discount program.
Oh,
and
I noticed that my screen was not getting shared, right, guys? You couldn't see my screen.
yeah, right now you're not sharing. I thought you're not presenting anything.
For such a long period of time, actually, I'm presenting and talking.
Okay, now we can see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah, and
so this is the WhatsApp number. If you click here, you go on WhatsApp, you'll be able to write in and just introduce yourself that you were part of this program, and then only my team will give you the link. Okay, so so when you go to this website, so I'm going to put the link here on the chat with the permission of the coordinator. Yes. And you just need to go at the bottom here. There's a circle with clicks and then the chat on WhatsApp. And then just say where you're coming from. Be honest about it. And then you will receive it. Because I'll let my team know that anybody who comes from this particular session, to give them the link. Please go ahead. You were saying something?
yeah, sure. Thank you so much for the link, Mrs. Khushbu.
Yes.
I think we can move on to the question and answer session for the audience. For those who would like to ask questions, kindly turn on your camera and introduce yourself by telling your name. Also, for those who have internet connection, you can also type in your question in the chat box below and I will read it out for you. Okay, you can start asking question now.
So let's actually take Johan's question first.
Yeah, sure. We can start with that.
Where is Johan? Johan, can you give me a quick hi if she's here?
Hi, Miss Kushbu. Hi, my name is Alpha Johan.
Okay, Afa, tell me your question once again. So you mentioned about that. Just repeat your question once again for everybody out here.
First of all, I would like to apologize for interrupting just now.
No problem.
My question is, earlier you mentioned how you should only put the things you want to be known for, and I kind of know what my goals are in the next 5-10 years, which is because I would like to continue my master's PhD in forensic linguistics. So I really want to be known for that. So a lot of stuffs I do are more academically inclined. So right now I'm associated with a few academic network, but I don't think it's a good idea to put all of that in my headlines because I think that it's too busy. In your opinion, is it okay for the header for me to just put like their logos in there?
Indeed.
Thank you.
Let me tell you, this is a problem that is not only for yourself, but for a lot of people. Indeed. Because this happens. This is quite natural for anybody to feel like this. Because we as human beings are associated with multiple things in life. So if you go to my cover photo, I have a few logos on the top of my cover photo, if you will take a look. That's one way of representing that. What are your associations? And you can do that. You can include the association details and the names in your description. Remember, I told you about the about section of LinkedIn, not the headline, guys, the about section, which you scroll down and the character limit is 2000. So that section include the details of where you got recognized, what kind of association do you have, what kind of collaboration do you have. So mention that. And then in the headline, just mention about your linguistic interest. Keep that space for the core and the rest of the other things with trust signals. So having that balance will let people know about other things, but at the same time, not make it too crowded as well. Did that make sense to you?
It does, yeah, tremendously. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Good luck with your journey and your dreams for the next 5-10 years.
Thank you, and you as well.
Any other questions for the day, guys?
Thank you so much, Alpha, for the question. Do we have any other question from the floor?
Okay.
Maybe they are having some time typing in the question.
So guys, as you are thinking, let me ask you. Today we shared 3 core things. How many of you are going to change any one of them, 2 of them, or 3 of them? Tell me in the chat, how many of you are going to change how many hacks on your LinkedIn profile with writing 1, 2, or 3. So 3 means all 3 of them, 1 means 1 of them. Tell me in the chat. Three of them. I need to change all 3 of them. 3 of them. Gonna change all of them. 3 of them. 3. Awesome, guys. That's beautiful. And this is your new journey to the LinkedIn branding and voicing your opinion in the world full of work professionals. And it is indeed the largest platform where we find Fortune 500 companies, multi-billionaires, millionaires of the world. And I have been able to reach out people across the globe from more than 20 different countries, build a brand for myself where I'm able to get clients organically every single day through this platform. So there's a huge potential. Today you don't need clients, but in the future when you do, I would like you to remember this session and look back, because this platform today might be a hobby, tomorrow will become your necessity. So that's what is my final wrap, unless if there is any questions.
So while waiting for the question to come in, I'm sure there must be one or few question more. I would like to ask you a question, Mrs. Khushbu. So my question is, how is LinkedIn relevant when we have resume or CVs? Does that mean we have to include our LinkedIn profile in our CVs or resumes? How does that sound?
You should include it because, let me tell you, in Malaysia specifically, not many universities and students are including their LinkedIn profile. I have worked with some of the universities and they've started using it. And indeed, when you put your LinkedIn URL, which is updated in your resume, you actually throw a very strong impression. So first update your profile. That's the most important thing. And then go and put the URL in your CV. Also, the information that you have in your CV should be the same that you have in your LinkedIn. There should not be any discrepancies. Like your work experience, your volunteer experience, your college experience, all of these things, if you're adding, there should be a synergy between the two. Make sure of that. So that's how your job interviews, your CVs, and your entire hiring process are related to LinkedIn. As well as, guys, go on LinkedIn. If you're looking out for a job, let me give you a hack. So let's say if you're looking out for a job, shortlist 10 companies that you would like to get hired to. Okay, 10 companies. Go on LinkedIn and search for that companies. Then search for HR. Let's say you want to get hired in Maybank, example. Look for HR in Maybank in LinkedIn search. And let's say you want to get hired in the communication department. So look for communications head in Maybank on LinkedIn. So two things. One is the recruiter and the second is your departmental head or your boss is what you need to look for. And then drop a connection request to both of them. Saying hi, hello, you admire them, the work that they have done. Do not ask for job. Don't ask for job in that connection request message. Send them a message with a lot of appreciation, with a lot of value and a lot of acknowledgement. Connect on a human level. And then slowly, as you speak to them, you say you're learning from them and then tell them you're also looking out for an internship. If they have an opening, you will have an upper edge because you have already built a rapport with your seniors and they will drop a word of recommendation for you in that company. Do this dedicatedly. With 10 companies, get in touch with at least 3 people in each company, build that rapport, and then you will see the magic happening automatically for you. So that's how you can get a job on LinkedIn.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Khushbu. I think that is such a really great tips that we can apply, especially for the postgraduates now. Because right now it's hard to find jobs, right?
Yes, absolutely. It is super, super, super hard. And do not try to nag the HRs and the recruiters because everybody is trying to get in touch with them for job. So more you tell them you're looking for job, the more they'll run out of. Means they'll be like, okay, man, so many people, how to handle? Try to build a relationship with them and that will actually help you get a job faster.
So building relationship with them is super duper important for them to have a good connection with us before we start applying for the job.
Absolutely. Because then they will come and say, hey man, are you looking for a job?
Yeah.
That's how it happens, right? So that was my answer to your question. Now I'll take one more question for the night, for the day, and then call it. Okay, yeah, I'm actually, Anwar is saying, I have 2 questions. So let's see Anwar's question. Is it necessary to have a premium account on LinkedIn? No. Absolutely no. See, unless you are in a space where you've already established a strong brand for yourself, you want to generate leads, you want to actually connect over a very detailed level, because when you buy premium, you get a lot of features like you can search unlimited people, you can indeed go all out and connect with unlimited people. But in the free account, it's little limited. But if you're more active, the quota gets on increasing. LinkedIn doesn't define the quota directly. But the idea is that to go for premium, you would be investing money. I would suggest invest that money on your growth. If you want to sign up for LinkedIn Learning, that's a story because that's a growth journey. But just for that tag, not required, because you have a whole lot of feature that you will be surprised that is available for free. Imagine the 4 days program which I do with 700 people have taken it. You don't need a single thing from the premium account of LinkedIn to be able to just get in touch with the billionaires of the world as well. Because I've done it for myself. I'm not saying this because it is just for the sake of, I have literally done it for myself. If go search out Naveen Jain on Google and write my name together, you will see an interview with the guy. I got in touch with him through LinkedIn, build a rapport relationship, and today we are on WhatsApp. Azran Oman Rani, if you are, Malaysians, HP, which is the co-founder of Lazada, founder of AirAsia, all of these people, I got in touch with them through LinkedIn. I'm actually a foreigner, guys. I'm not born in Malaysia, so it's not easy for me to get in touch with people out here. And it's even more difficult when you don't know people, when you come from other country. And when you actually come from other country, you don't know the language. I don't know Chinese, I don't know Malay. I am learning Chinese, so I'm on my level 1 of Chinese. But still, I will never be able to bond the way a local is able to bond. So I have my fair share of challenges in a new country as well. As much as I love Malaysia and it's a place I want to be, but I will have to deal with these challenges, and LinkedIn helped me a lot. And now that I know the nuances, something that took me 2 years, I just don't want people to take that much time. And if someone has that time, go all out, spend that time, learn by yourself, because that is the best way. But if you don't, you want to navigate faster, then of course. So indeed, you don't need a premium account at all. Is it insensitive to post your accomplishment as a job offer letter on LinkedIn, considering everybody is struggling with retrenchment and it's hard to search for a job during this pandemic? Now, there's a question here, Anwar, which you can unmute as yourself and also say, it's a job offer that you are accepting, or it's a job offer only?
Job offer that we are accepting.
Okay. Then go all out and share it on LinkedIn. You are not mocking at anybody's pain. You are not being insensitive. What matters is how you present your success. Okay. So let me give you an example from my own life. 1 second. Let me share a window here. 1 second, guys. I'm opening the link. Can you see the LinkedIn loading?
Yes, we can see it clearly.
Super. So let's just say, because I'm an entrepreneur, for me, my success stories are when there's something that happens which validates my work. So let's just say, for example, this was the first award that I, as a founder, received it as top 100 influential youth founder. And I shared, if you will read the caption, it doesn't celebrate the award, it celebrates the hard work. Now, the second one, if you see out here, which is right here, I was recognized as one of the successful peoples in Malaysia last year. And if you read the caption, if I just go all out and I'm going to just read the caption for you guys, it says, hard work never goes in vain. Deeply motivated to keep going every single day, do what I love, honored to be in this space among others as successful people. Then I applauded a few people in my life who has played a very important role in my success. And this is the reach. 73,000 people saw it. 1,600 people liked it. And they all celebrate. The joy of success is how you present yourself. The time when you start bragging, that's when people start running off. But the time when you say that hard work is something that you must keep going, never give up. I got a job, I tried. Put a story. I'm sure there's a story. You were struggling, you were afraid, maybe you didn't know whether you could crack it. And finally, when this came in, you were shocked, you were surprised. And if this could happen, if your hard work could get that, you're so happy, you're so inspired to give your 200% to this job now. And to all of my fellow mates who are still looking out, don't give up, guys. You will be getting in soon as well. Why will someone feel insensitive? They won't. So, how you present yourself, how you present your story will actually define how people feel about you. It is a platform to sell oneself, to celebrate others, but not to show off, brag, pull people down, nag them. No, it's not for that. Great question, Anwar. Great
All right.
question.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Miss, for the
Awesome.
clarification.
So, with
Thank you so much.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mrs. Khushbu. Do you have anything more to share?
No, I was just wrapping it up, and I was saying that with this, of course, I would love to connect with each one of you. Feel free to drop a connection request, but do tell me that we met here in the connection request, because I have more than 600 to 700 pending, and I don't want to miss out connecting with beautiful people like yourself. So indeed, once you connect, drop a message so that I can know where did we meet. So good luck to each one of you in your career. I know finding a job is challenging at this point of time. Associating with organization is challenging at this point of time. But do not waste the time that you have today for yourself. Once you get into the grind of that job, you will not be able to upskill yourself. You will not be able to put out your learning out there. So today, if you have time in life, learn and also share your learnings with others. In the form of anything. Do a free Zoom session with your friends and share what you learn. Do a paid Zoom session, like even 5 ringgit, 10 ringgit, if you want value out of it. Anything. Go all out. Think like an entrepreneur. A businessman loves to hire an entrepreneur who values his own money. That means he will value my money also. Right? So go all out. Don't let anything stop you, because you guys are awesome and you can rock your world.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Khushbu. It's such an inspiring rap. I think we can really take that into our life so that we can improve. With the last question just now, that marks the end of our talk for today. All in all, we would like to wish and express our sincerest gratitude to our speaker of the day for this very information just now.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, we wish to apologize for any recurring inconvenience during the course of this event, and I'm super sorry that we have dragged more of your time for this session because we started a little bit late just now.
Don't need to be. It's okay. That's very sweet of you. I told you to hold up because I really wanted people to join in. And it's absolutely okay because I knew this is very important part of your life. I have been through what you are in today. So I'm ready to wait for a while, because if little bit of what I have learned can change even 0.1% of your life, I think I can sleep like a baby. So that was my own selfish motive. So that's okay.
Yeah, you have definitely changed our life and changed our view on LinkedIn. And I hope that this club sparks the student spirit to continue striving the best for the better future, especially in the field of public relations. And may you spend the rest of your day in high spirit. As always, wear your mask and stay safe, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. But before we go, I would kindly ask everyone to remain in this online room for a brief photo session. May I ask all of our guests to please turn on your camera and strike your most confident pose. Please remain in your pose for 5 seconds for us to screen capture it.
So now I get to see all the beautiful faces. Oh my God,
Yeah.
You guys are dressed up. Why were you not there on the video? You guys are looking so nice. Let me know when we're done.
Yeah.
Are we?
Please count. I think we're done, right?
So 1 second, guys. Do not go. Can you come back on the video? Can you guys come back on the video for another 10 seconds? Okay. Now, lot of seriousness done, and indeed all the corporate posts. Let's do one funny post. Then I'm going to take a screenshot there. So I want to see all the funny faces and not the serious ones. Okay. Okay, so let's do it. A 1, a 2, a 3, and your funny face. Awesome, guys. So this is what I love the most, because this is what makes us more human. So let's humanize our brand and rock the world, guys. Believe in yourself. You guys are amazing. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much, Mrs.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Miss.
Miss.
Time.
Thank you so much, Miss.